It's the moms. It is the moms that are going to save us, save our values, and keep us going in the right direction. Thank you for what you do. Keep fighting and ensure this movement continues to be one based on faith, based on family, ensuring that we have the freedom to raise our kids in God's image. So thank you for what you do. So I'm about 8 months on the job now as Attorney General, and as I tell my team every day, our number one priority is and will always be protecting our kids. There's a lot of evil out there. There's a lot of evil, a lot of danger. There will always be crime, no matter how much we fight it. But our first priority must always be protecting our kids. So right out of the gate, we got to work. Our first day in office, we sued a little company you've probably heard of named Target. As you might remember, Target rolled out a transgender children's clothing line. Bras for little boys, some tuckable underwear thing. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. And thankfully, you all, the public, reacted as we would hope. They lost $10 billion in value in just 10 days. And their stock plummeted. And yes, businesses have some free speech rights, but when you are a publicly traded company, you have a duty to your shareholders, and they were not in the business of doing business. They were trying to go after our kids, and we're going to make them pay for it. We actually own stock in Florida's pension fund that funds the retirement for our teachers and law enforcement, and we lost our shirt on that investment. Thankfully, we're doing well elsewhere. So we're in court. We got a great Trump-appointed judge. The case is going well, and we're going to hit them in their wallet and make sure they understand, stay away from our kids. Now, our second week in office, we sued another company. And government shouldn't be getting in the way of business unless it's an emergency. I want to make that clear. I don't want to just go around suing companies. But when you act recklessly and expose our kids to danger, we're going to come after you. So we sued a company called Snapchat. You've probably heard of them. And if you haven't heard me talk or you're not already aware, wake up this morning. The predators are all over that app, all the apps, but that one in particular. It's their preferred vehicle to go after kids. And they're crafty, they're smart, they're patient. They'll use fake pictures, they'll talk in a dialect, they'll get your kids to, drop their guard, they'll tap into their insecurities, and they're willing to spend weeks or months to develop a relationship before they start soliciting information, soliciting photos, soliciting locations. And since we've sued them, we've made dozens of arrests of child predators that have gone after kids through this app. So if you don't know, if you're not plugged into what your kids or your grandkids are doing on their phones, figure it out fast. It is a dangerous and ever-evolving world out there. So we'll keep fighting them. We're launching criminal investigations into several other apps. Roblox, a young gaming app for kids. Again, another target environment. And we've repurposed a lot of resources and staff in our office to go after predators. Since I took office, we've arrested over 1,000 child predators. And working with law enforcement, I love our law enforcement. We have the best law enforcement in the country. It's been an honor to help them rescue over 90 kids in Florida that were previously reported missing. So we're going to keep bringing the justice, and isn't it refreshing to have justice going after predators and not moms at school board meetings? Shortly after taking office, we also opened in Florida the first in the nation Office of Parental Rights. Now, in Florida, as you know, we've had great legislation passed over the last 5-6 years codifying a Bill of Rights for parents in Florida to ensure they have a role in the upbringing and education of their kids, that they have access to textbooks and curricula, that we get damaging, harmful sexual pornography out of our young second-grade classrooms. We've got great laws on the books. And now I'm enjoying and have the honor to go enforce them. So where these laws give parents an opportunity to bring lawsuits, that's not easy. You guys don't have the time, or really, some of you have, and God bless you, but it's tough to go into court and litigate. It's not an easy thing to do. So we repurposed existing resources to fund this office as a law firm for parents out there. And we created a portal. If you're identifying one of these wrongs that's violating your rights and that's subjecting our kids to danger and evil, then we want to know about it, and we're going to bring the heat in court to shut it down. And we have done that. So since we created that office, we've been flooded with complaints. Even in Florida, where we're doing things right, the left and evil still continue. So where we find out about pornography in the classrooms, we've taken action and we've shut it down. Where we found out about the People's Republic of Alachua County wanting to let 5th-grade boys share cabins with 2nd-grade girls if they identified as a girl at a public school camp, that is sick and it is wrong, and we will fight back. And where our great legislator, Representative Weinberger, flagged a gym in Palm Beach that was letting men go into locker rooms with little girls, we went and we shut that down too. Just a couple weeks ago, I was in Polk County with Sheriff Grady Judd. You know Grady Judd, America's sheriff. And it was a 3 or 4 day sting. And I hate that this happens every time. I mean, I love that we get them. I hate that they're there. But in that 1 week of an undercover operation, we arrested over 250 child predators that were engaged in trafficking and other, efforts to prey upon our kids. And 48 were illegal immigrants that never should have been in the country. And we see this pattern over and over again. And I'm not saying everybody that's here illegally in the country is malicious. There are people that are not criminal aliens. Like, there are people that want to do right. And to them, I say, take the federal government up on that $1,000 and free flight home, where you can come back legally. And to everybody else that is malicious, that's engaged in the trafficking and the fentanyl and the drugs that have flooded across the border, we are going to come and we're going to get you. You're probably going to do a lot of time, and then you're going to go to Alligator Alcatraz. So we're enforcing the law. We're going to bring back sovereignty in this country. We're happy in Florida to lead the charge, supporting President Trump and delivering on his promises. We're going to combat illegal immigration, but I got to tell you, I didn't realize an angle of immigration enforcement that we kind of stumbled on by chance. One morning, we get a call, my office gets a call from a young woman who says, my ex-boyfriend, he abused me physically, and he's an illegal alien, and I want to give you the info. So we got it all checked out. We detained the individual, he's been deported, and it gave us an idea. We said, well, let's put out a press release. If your ex is in the country illegally, let us know. Let us know, and we will help take care of this problem. Now, I thought maybe we're going to get 1 or 2 calls. No, we got hundreds of calls. How many of those calls you think came from men? None. Y'all ladies are savage, I got to tell you. These calls come in, and these ladies, I mean, they've got date of birth, nickname, frequented bars, all the details. So to the handful of men out there, treat your women right, or they will absolutely get you. So I'll conclude by saying, I think there's too many politicians up there in D.C. in it for the wrong reasons. and some in Tallahassee too. We got some great ones, but many that are in it for the wrong reasons. They're addicted to the job and the cocktail party and the lifestyle, and they're willing to cave and bend the knee and compromise in all the worst ways. We need good leaders in local office all the way up. So if you feel the calling, do it. We need people in it for the right reasons. I'm just trying to get to the back porch to my 5, 3, and 1-year-old. That's my life, my everything. It's why I do what I do and why we will fight to protect our kids in the office of the Attorney General every single day. So God bless you. Thank you for having me.
Please welcome Digital Childhood Alliance Chair Dawn Hawkins.
Hello, dear sisters. It feels almost impossible to parent our